Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Toledo Rockets, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Toledo Rockets offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great play, winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a crease. It's Larson. Breaks into the open. And he finds enough running room, and he's brought down at the 12.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Rockets decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Michigan's offense will have its first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, hitting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Shoots it to the left. The throw to the outside is complete. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. The throw. Working on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to impose their will with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grab near the marker, it's Payne. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. From the 1, it's 1st and goal as they try to open the scoring here. Trying to slam it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Go straight ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Mims. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Gonna run it. It's Larson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field. And look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lost one deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the tailback. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Good ball, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it to the right. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
The run from the shotgun. Past the first down marker and still running. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Grabbed in the middle. It's Strong. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give out of the gun. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Finds his big tight end. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going for the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. Third and goal for the offense. To the air, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Rockets offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Rockets headed quickly to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Lang. Smashes through the tackle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
The Rockets now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback. Right there outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Rockets will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught, close to the marker, it's Moore. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. On the ground with the counter. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Rockets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Larson. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Rockets are in the hurry-up. third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Rockets send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Got it in the middle, it's strong. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. Lost to throw again. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Holly. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Larson. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Larson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Bringing the heat. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Michigan offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, going to the air. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this. With a sack.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind end.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to pound it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Toledo. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. From the gun, running back gets the give.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. Got a little space. Ernie on the Jets. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverines. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen. that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now,
and the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Fast, physical, and disruptive, Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Snagged in the middle, it's Collins. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Rockets will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And there he goes! The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback keeps it. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's Payne. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone with his size?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes and continue to feed this man the ball.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Holly. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some So you want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage.
And the defense got him at the 27.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Running behind that left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Grabbed over the middle. It's strong. Hard-hitting tackle.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Still running at the 40. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Morgan. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll send the back in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
So here comes the Michigan offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To throw, it's Underwood. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Mims. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Collins. Oh, he's got some space. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Flowers.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The give to the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations different.
Turning it on! And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. Wide open spaces. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Looking to throw, it's Osborne. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, this defense thought coming into this one they could get after the quarterback, but I'm not sure, guys, if they thought they'd have this much success. Everything they've dialed up has gotten home. They've got 6 sacks in this game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Rockets will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of... yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He leaves it with his back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too...
Breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. This offense thought they had the defense reeling on its heels, but the D stands tall and comes up with a sack.
Yeah, but what?
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They're facing a 3rd down. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it in stride inside the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep
what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today, but opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Got it in the middle. It's Flowers. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Rockets will call on their punt team. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it much better. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too, so we know they're going to a bowl game. Great, but, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.